O siyam nishtelacha siyam. Janu ait quenchquela quensa tia squachel siyam nishtelacha. Ias and techel swahela. Nachacha tungoch, Aithla, Skalalum, Aithla, O siyam. Chiyokten sinasnat, Chalay sin ut Husseinich, Leia Tula, O siyam. Haska Tsitzelt siyam. Late nungthan a state with a tia cochil. An each na hacha chiakwan. Stei na hacha tungach. Moksain o siyam. All right. Ait squachel. Ait squachel. It means good morning. All right. So I just said I have good feelings in my heart today. And thank the Spirit for this day. Thank the Skalalam people having us on their territory and all the good work that they've ever done here. All the work that they've brought to this land in the future generations. I raise my hands. Because in our way, we were taught to love this place. My elders said, love this place like you would love your own child. Love this place like you would love your own child. So I listened to some stories of my mom, Sasayata. Can you say her name, Sasayata? I'm from Husanich and Hushatlip in West Saanich, the Tom family. And my mom, Sasayata, she was born in the Chukatlang in the longhouse with the open fires and the earth floor. She's one of the last elders that I know of that was born into this tradition before we moved into the Quinitum Aitlung, the European houses. And she heard a lot of teachings. She heard a lot of beautiful things that the elders would speak to her, and some things her mom would show her as she would go to the water. So I wanted to just share a quick little story about my mom going to Quinnis, which is the name of the creek right in West Saanich. Can you say Quinnis? It means gray whale. Is the name of the creek that comes right down from the mountain right into the Sjunna, the salt water. And so when my mom was a little girl with her sisters and her brother, my grandma, Chuck Skamat, she never spoke any English, and my mom didn't until she was 8 years old. And so my grandma would bring them to that creek every morning. They'd always go there year round. And, you know, my grandma wouldn't just say, get in the water and bathe. But my grandma would bend down. She'd bend down and she'd touch the water. And my mom says she would apologize to the water. And she says in English, she would say, we do not come here to disturb you. Siam Thanan Kwa, the sacred healing water. But I only ask that you would strengthen the Sali, the spirit of my children. And not until she spoke to the spirit of that water and acknowledged that it's a living being and that her children were going to get inside of its spirit and its body, would she allow her children to go into that water. And that's called a good relationship, my family. Isn't that? That's called a good relationship. So we've had good relationship with everything here, even the water, since time immemorial. So we need to think about these things, think about these old teachings of our people. And I wanted to share one last thought before I play an Eagle song. And my grandma told my mom too, she said to her, you always raise your hands in gratitude to those trees. You know why? Because they breathe out what we breathe in. So always raise your hands to those trees in gratitude. Does anyone know what that is?
Oxygen.
That they breathe out? Oxygen. Is that important? How important is oxygen? Really important? How really important is oxygen? Like very, very, really important. Life or death, right? So we all receive, in every moment, receive a gift that's life or death. How many people feel that's worth giving a little something back to? Those are some of the knowings of our people here, where you stand, and our first peoples of the Salish Sea. And so I wanted to play a song, Kolingson, the eagle. He carries up our prayers. He brought us fire to our Wasanich people. And he carried the fire in his talons. And as he carried that fire as a healing medicine for our people, the Chiyokten, the sacred light, he sacrificed something. He gave something up to help the people, to help the future generations. See, because the fire, it burned all the feathers off his legs. So he's a bald eagle, not up here, but down here. So he's really, the Juanitum people, they got it right. He's a bald eagle. But so what I wanted to do is just offer up a prayer for this day, for this land, for the ancestors here. We're prayerful people. I made a mistake once, and one of the elders, I can't say his name, he passed on. It hasn't been a year. So I said, I hope. And after I got done, he came up to me and he said, you said the word hope. He said, I said, I apologize, CM. I know we are prayerful people. We are prayerful people. So when we do this work, the way I was taught, is that you see what those children need, you see what the water needs, you see what all the things need to be well. And you move towards that in all the things that you do. You move towards that in your heart, you move towards that in your action. And you see it already as it had happened, but you have the action that brings it forward. And that's what I was taught as a prayer. So we're not just asking for things here. We're seeing them and we're bringing them forward with our action today in this conference as one family, as our auntie said. We're all in the same canoe, hey? And we got to learn how to paddle together. I'll see them.